Good morning, guys. Don't mind my hair. I was getting ready to do a hair tutorial, but first we're putting on makeup. So I started with the Smashbox 24-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. Now going into the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. This was my first time using this, and you can see it's just filled with beautiful golds and bronzes and warm browns. I'm going to start off with this cream matte shade on a Morphe M208. And this is a little bit deeper of a shade, so if you are much lighter in skin tone than I am, you might need to pull in a different brow bone highlight. But I put this all along the brow bone, down to the top of the crease, and now I'm taking a Morphe M504 and this medium warm brown color. And this definitely has a lot more orange than I anticipated, but I thought it was still beautiful. And these powders are really firmly packed. They're super high quality, but they're not powdery and dusty. So you can take your time to build them up. Now, the deepest shade in the palette, you'll see in a little bit, is super pigmented. But I'm just taking this all the way through the crease and very lightly blending it up towards the brow bone to make sure it looks really soft and diffused. And again, just going in a couple times to slowly build that color. Now taking a Morphe M433, I'm going to take more of that same caramely brown shade, and I'm putting this in the outer corner. And eventually I am going to pull this a little bit further through the crease, but right now just building up slowly. And I'm not giving you the names of these eyeshadows because they are crazy names and I'm sure I will mispronounce them. So I'm just going to refer to the actual description of the color, if that's okay. But I'm just continuing to build up this shade there in the outer corner, slowly building and then wrapping it around the edge of the eye just slightly, and now pulling it all the way through the crease to the inner corner. Now I'm going in with the deepest shade, and this shadow is crazy pigmented. You will see my reaction here. I mean, I just barely tapped this brush, and this is a flat shader brush from Sigma, and I did not want this color to go everywhere, so I'm just packing this in the outer corner, kind of making a little bit of a rounded out V shape, or kind of like a C there, and I'm bringing it just to the bottommost part of the crease and really just placing this color. I'm not really blending it out yet at this point. And then I'm taking it about halfway across, and now I'm going in with the Morphe M432 and more of that deep dark brown. And now I'm placing that brush right into the lash line and then just flicking up ever so slightly. I'm not going to use a liner on the top of my lash line there, so this is going to serve as our liner. So I'm just really making sure that color gets right into the roots of the lashes, and I'm taking it about 3/4 of the way across. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that shade along the outer portion of the lower lash line and just connecting it with that outer corner there on the top. Taking that same brush, now going in with that medium caramely brown shade, I'm going to bring this further along on the lower lash line from that kind of outer third to about the inner third or so. And then taking my M433, no additional product to begin with, I'm going to start blending out that dark shade and just taking my time to kind of get it diffused, and then going in with now this tiny little tap of this shimmery coppery shade. If you take a big blender brush like this and barely tap it in, it makes it so that none of the shimmer transfers. Now I'm taking the E60 from Sigma and this gold shimmer shade. So this is the second to lightest gold in the palette. And you can see it still has quite a lot of gold to it. It's not really champagne-y, it's definitely gold. And then I'm going to go in with this deep bronze shimmer shade and use this to help transition the outer corner, that dark brown in the outer corner, to that gold on the lid. Then I'll take a little bit of that coppery shade and that bronzy shade on my finger and just further blend those colors together. I was just trying to make this a little more of a seamless transition. Now I'll go back with that E60 and just make sure that lighter gold shade is really diffused. And now going in with the lightest shimmer shade, look at that pigment, it's so bright. And this still had a little bit of a yellow tint to it, but you can see it is just super bright, especially when applied with your finger, or you can go in with a damp brush. And these shadows are no joke. They are definitely very metallic and highly shimmery. Going back with the M433 one more time, just making sure the edge of those shimmer shades is nice and soft and blends into our crease shades. And then going back with just a tiny little bit more of that dark brown shade right low along the lash line and then to the outer corner. After I had blended that outer corner so much, I felt like I lost a little bit of depth, and then going back with the M433, just going to make sure that's really softly blended. And then you'll see me go in with the Morphe M506 and a tiny little bit of that brown, the dark brown, and just bringing that up ever so slightly. You want to be careful with this shade because it can get out of control very quickly. One more final blend here, making sure that dark color blends in with those crease shades. And then one more time with the M504, I'm going to go in now with this brighter gold shade just right along the edge. I just thought this added a tiny little extra blend, and then going back one more time with our brow bone highlight color just to make sure everything is really soft and highlighted there under the brow. Going in with the Urban Decay Waterline pencil in the shade Rail. This is just a very dark brown. It's a blackened brown, so it's almost black. You could use whatever eyeliner you have. I'm taking this in the upper rim, and like I said, I'm not going to do liner on the outer part of the lashes. Then I applied mascara, and then I applied this cream blush from the Natasha Denona Daria palette. And then I applied my powder. So now I'm going in with some powder products, and this is the Too Faced Sugar Peach palette. I absolutely love this, and this shade Peach Honey is my new favorite for summer. I'm taking the Spotlight Duster, the F37 from Sigma, and you can see that shade just adds this beautiful bronzy glow to the cheeks. It is very glowy, but I think it looks so beautiful. And then I'm taking a tiny little bit of sugared peach just on the back part of the cheeks, and then blending that down towards the center of the cheeks. And that just brings a really beautiful kind of sun-kissed glow. Then go back to our eyeshadow palette in that center bright shade, just tapping a little bit more of that on the inner corner. Felt like I lost a little bit after I applied concealer. And then I'm using this just to highlight my Cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose. Then I applied the MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre around my lips, and now I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics Your Lips But Better lip liner in Spicy Nude. And I love this. You can sharpen the tip of it, and so going around the edge, and then you will see I take my finger and blend the edge of this lip liner into my lips just a little bit, because I'm going to be doing a nude lipstick. But for me, in order to pull off a really light nude, I need to have a good little bit of lip liner around the edge. So just working this around the edge, blending it in with my finger, just so there isn't a harsh line around the edge of the lips. And then going in with the MAC lipstick in Crème de Nude. This is just a classic pale nude shade. I'm going to go over the top of that liner, but by putting that liner down, it just gives a little added definition on the edge of the lips, which I feel like I need if I'm wearing a super pale nude like this. And then as an essential to me when wearing a nude, I'm going over the top of it with gloss. This is the Becca Glow Gloss in Rose Gold, and just placing a little bit of this along the lower lip and blending that together. All right, guys, so as you can tell, I have styled my hair in this kind of dramatic way, and I just filmed a hair tutorial on it. So once that is up, I will link it in the description box below. But here is our finished makeup look. And I'm just really kind of enjoying these bronzy tones, the skin being very bronzy. I do have a video planned of kind of a head to toe bronzy summer glow, so I'll give you all kinds of tips to not only add a glow to your body, but also to your face, and then how to do a little extra contouring and bronzing on your face just to make you look like you just got back from vacation. But I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. It was really fun getting to use this new palette. I have used one other palette from Juvia's Place before, and I have really enjoyed it. So if you are in the market for a bronzy brown palette with lots of fun gold shimmers, you might really enjoy this. So as always, I will link all of the items, products that I used in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.